everybody to our November Roundtable. Thank you for coming on the Veterans Day. I know some of you might not be working and some of you are. We're going to give you some updates today for what's coming up. Let's start with our pledge, as always. If you are in uniform, please salute. If you are not in uniform, place your right hand over your heart and repeat with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Okay, got a full agenda today. We'll do a little veterans tribute. We've got some outings and fun information coming to you from Jason. Scouting for food information that's coming up this weekend. A winter tech camp at Sea Base. Summer camp information. All you need to know about our renewals and rechartering for 2022. And we've got some time maybe left over at the end for some questions and answers. Remember, please, to keep your speakers muted, your microphone's muted, and you can enter your questions into the chat at any time. We are recording this call for review afterwards. Okay, great. So today is Veterans Day for all of those who have served. Mark said, well, let's do a little something for our veterans. And so what I did is I looked up a little poem that struck me. And so I wanted to recite it to you. So if anybody is a veteran, on today's meeting, if you could maybe give us your reaction by either raising your hand or giving us a high sign, and you can see who our veterans are today. Veterans are those who served in our armed services. I would even expand that out to many of our government agencies who've served during a time of war or even in a time of peace. Okay. Well, to you veterans, here's a little poem. Veterans are those who stand up and fight because they know that this is right. They cross the bright and shiny sea to give us our chance to live and be free. They leave their families and closest kin. For God and country, our lands they defend. It's time we pay tribute for all they have done, for they are all heroes, each and every one. They did not do this for glory or even fame. They did not set out to be heroes, but that is their name. To those many people that are red, white, and blue, we stand up proudly today and say, thank you. Thank you to you, veterans. Okay, Jason Roberts volunteered to do a little bit of what's called a big rock, a little bit of a training or a little bit of an informational thing that we do at roundtables. So can we pull up Jason? And Jason, are you there?
Can you see me?
Hey, great. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Did you need us to?
No, I mean, you don't have to see me.
You need to share the screen?
No, I'm sort of working off my phone this time. My laptop isn't working, so.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Okay, I had trouble today too with my laptop, so I guess it must be mutual.
Sure. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the veterans. Also, we get to enjoy going on hikes and outings in our nation and our land because of what you've done and what you do. Mm-hmm. So we'd like to say thank you again for everybody, every veteran, past and present. And we don't want to forget outings and field trips they seem simple, and sometimes we get thinking about the big picture and big plans, but going on little hikes and outings are very important, and they're very easy to do, especially when weather gets bad and things get busy. It's always easy to get out for a day and make an outing. And I found out with my units, even with the troops at the troop level, it helps Boy Scouts plan. They can plan their outings, and it's a good tool when they can start early. As Cubs, they start planning. They're starting on the way. So it involves the families at the Cub levels, and you build new experiences, and you have fun, and you grow together, and you get to know each other, and it all could happen in just a few hours. And that's how you build community, a good relationship. Just getting out on outings, and they're fun to do. They're easy. So adventures are a big part of scouting, and some scoutings have den outings. Cub Scouts get out with many kinds of outdoor fun, hikes, conservation activities, and outdoor games. Field trips. You could visit museums, businesses, parks, and other fun, interesting places. You could go see how things are made, a manufacturing plant, aircraft, automotive, appliance, stuff like that. It's interesting to the kids. They haven't seen stuff like that. And it's very interesting to them. So they learn together, everyone learns together, and you grow together. It's a real good thing. See how your city runs, go to power plants, a sewage plant. You want to go to Carson, go down to Carson. You could check out what's coming out of the sewer. Also, how your city is fed. Go to your local farms. Tanaka Farms is a good place to go visit. That's a good outing. They see how agriculture is and how people are fed and how that all works, and they get a good sense of, the community on that too. But getting back to hikes too, hikes, there's all kinds of hikes you could take. You don't have to go far. You could, in the rain, you could do a puddle hike. You can get on some clothes, walk around the block and stomp on some puddles. You could look for spider webs or nests or a little hole, in the trees. There's a thing called a penny hike. Penny hike is a great thing. You every intersection or every fork in the road, you flip a coin to go left or right. Just make sure you don't get lost. You don't go too far. You keep minimal amount of change in your pocket. That's the ticket, not to go too far. But a color hike, certain colors, every time you see the color red, you turn in that direction or something. So there's a lot of ways to have fun and getting out and doing stuff like that. Hikes are a great way to exercise, planning, and build the skills that start coming along for later years in scouting. We did a lot of scout hiking in our pack, and we had a thing we adopted from a gentleman in pack 134. His name was Michael Brown. I think he was the author and editor. It was the hiking stick program. I can't really share it, but I'm sure we could put the info up. If you could contact me, I could always send it to you, or I think we have thumbnails if we don't have it in some archive of the Roundtable. But it's a whole program where you go on hikes and you earn things. You earn first year hike, you earn a stick, and then you earn a rope to tie a handle around it. Then you earn a feather, and every hike you earn a longer thing. You earn a bead and a patch, and maybe an eagle talon. So it's a great program for the kids. They get to start building on something right away. It's fun for the family. The whole family could do the hiking stick program. It's not limited to scouts. And there's great places all the way up 605 to the 210, all the mountain range back there, Eaton Canyon. There's waterfalls in almost every canyon back there along the 210. And they're easy little hikes. They're not any elevation gain much at all. And that's really fun to do. Or you could go down to like Newport, the wetlands, something plan, go, bird watching and see animals like that on a nice hike along the coast. So there's many options, inner city, hills, hikes, mountains. So it's a great thing to get out. And remember, scouting is outing. That's the best thing to do. That's what kids want to do. They want to get out when they scout. They don't want to come sit inside and sit in a classroom and work paperwork. Believe me, I know. I work with the kids. So outdoor sports also. Last thing, outdoor sports is a good thing. You know, games out sports. It gets the kids moving around. They learn teamwork. They learn good sportsmanship. So get out there with your kids. You take a field trip, take a hike. It's a great thing. It'll come back to you tenfold. I'm a true believer in it. Living testimony, and that's my little info nugget for the week for the roundtable.
Great. Thank you very much, Jason. Good research on that, and there's some good ideas. I like the stick hike.
Oh, stick hike's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta move.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Thank you. All right. Scouting for food. We're in the middle of scouting for food right now. Is Rosa on the line? She might be able to tell us a little bit about the collection spots.
Yes, I am here. Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. So scouting for food is, like the slide says, on this Saturday, November 13th. We are pretty much back to normal. So for those of you who have done scouting for food before, we are more or less going back to normal. We will have, we will suggest masks when you drop off the food at the location that you're dropping off at. Otherwise, you guys, it'll be more or less the way you guys have always done it. So there's 2 different drop-off locations. Mayfair Park is one, and that's typically for the units that are north of Carson. And for the units that are south of Carson, they usually go to the Salvation Army, which is off of Spring and Long Beach Boulevard. But if you normally go to one location, but the other location is actually closer to you, feel free. You can take them to either one. Okay, so you don't have to be. You guys don't have to go to the one just because you're north or south of Carson. So you can see on the flyer, there's a little, there's a note there for the patches. The patches are going to be ordered early next week. So I am more than likely going to send out an email on Sunday or Monday morning to remind everybody. That way you guys can take an exact count and order exactly how many patches you want to order for your units. This this helps because, we're not overspending and having a whole bunch of patches left over. So you guys order the amount you want, and then that order will go in Tuesday or Wednesday the latest. And the little wagon there, that's what the patch is going to look like for those of you who are curious. Right. So and just go to the website to order those patches, and then you guys are all set.
Okay. Rosa, do you need any help with regard to the sorting at the Salvation Army? Do you want anybody to contact you about that?
I have the leadership from the tribe or from the Talkwitz community. I do have some of the kids from Crew 134. I have some Sea Scouts from Sea Base, and I have hopefully some from the Order of the Arrow. If you guys want some service hours, just contact me. And we have to be careful on the amount of people we have indoors. So as long as we have space to do that safely, then you're welcome to come and help.
Great, thank you, Rosa.
You're welcome.
Hopefully, we'll have lots and lots of tonnage this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 10 Commandments hike.
So that one is another annual hike. And last year we did one that was completely virtual. This one is more, it's going to be in person, and it's going to be more like the way we always do it. So the place that we're going to start is at St. Dominic Savio, which is the home of PAC and Troop 371. And they're going to host this event. So they'll be doing making sure everybody's well hydrated, and maybe if snacks if needed, and so they're going to be going around you'll see them along the hike. So if you have any questions, Suzanne, there you can see her name, and her phone number is she's going to be the chairman of the the hike this year. But, you know, outside of that, we're doing the Bellflower area this year. We're going to order the patches again after the event so that you guys can, you know, count how many you want exactly and be able to purchase those. And I think, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So
Sounds good. I love it. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and it's always a good way to work off those turkeys. The Winter Tech Camp. I see Chris Macy's on the line. Hi, Chris.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. And yeah, Rosa, we will have at least a handful of our Sea Scouts. I think at this point in time, we've got 6 or 7 coming your way on Saturday. But the Winter Tech Camp, for those of you who have done it before in the past, you know, we're lucky we have great weather here in Long Beach. But even December can be a little, you know, iffy sometimes. And so what we decide for our winter break for our scouts is let's go ahead and do that STEM stuff. Let's work on those, you know, robotics and, you know, space exploration and some of those other really cool, fun tech and gaming type merit badges and activities. New to our camp this year, and many of you Cubs came out to our summer aquatics camp, but we are going to add our Cubs to our Winter Tech Camp as well. A lot of our activities during the summer were very STEM related, you know, with launching, you know, bottle rockets, you know, not the actual bottle rockets, but, you know, 2-liter bottles and doing a lot of cooking, doing a lot of, you know, fun experiments, science. We've got the robots out and let the kids play with the robots. And so we're going to do a lot of that same sort of thing with the Cubs as well this year. So there's going to be 10 different merit badges for the Scouts BSA. And then there will be, we're going to then have the Cubs downstairs separated from the Scouts BSA, who will be upstairs. Now, unlike our last couple of camps here at the base, where we've run a hybrid type program where you sign up a la carte for each individual badge, we're going to go back to a full-time in-person camp for the Scouts BSA. So you can sign up for a full day or a half day, whether it be an AM or a PM. And, you know, a full day will get you the opportunity to earn 4 badges. Now, as you see there on the screen, we've got 4 days. It's December 27th, which is a Monday, through Thursday, December 30th. And it's our standard 8:45 to 4 p.m. each day there. For more information, please do log on to our website under longbeachbsa.org/CBase. There's a link to the camps page, or you can just go straight to the camps page. There's flyers up there, there's schedules up there, and I almost have the registration ready to go. I'm hoping to have it live this evening or maybe tomorrow, but at least, you know, at the very latest by tomorrow. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I always look forward to this camp because I like to play with the gadgets and gizmos and the high-tech stuff. So looking forward to it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. And thank you, Joe Lopez, for chatting here and asking if we're looking for staff. We are always looking for staff at the Long Beach Sea Base. There's opportunities down here to be a part of camp, both on the volunteer side and on the paid staff side. So if you're interested in that, please do send me your resume, send me an email. Let's get you a staff application and let's get you interviewed and come down and be a part of our camps and whatnot. In addition to that, we are also looking for some part-time maintenance help around here. The only caveat to that is you have to be 18 and over for YPT reasons. Oftentimes I'm the only one down here, and if I have a part-time staff member and it's just me and them, they got to be 18. So anybody who's you know, senior in high school, 18 years old, or college, it's very flexible. And you know, if you have some hands-on skills, it's great. And if you don't, no problem. We got, you know, I'll take the time to show you what we do around here. So yeah, have any other questions? Feel free to give me an email first dot last name at longbeachbsa.org, and come down and join us for Winter Tech Camp. In addition, we are setting up to do some more weekend merit badges here at the Sea Base. One of the ones that we can offer now, and I'm looking forward to doing that, is the auto mechanics merit badge. The council truck is now living down here, and so that gives us an opportunity. Previously, we were trying to see how we could spin things to say, well, you know, there's a motor in a boat. Can we use that for the automotive merit badge? Well, so now we have that opportunity with the council truck down here. So that one's going to be coming up. Look for that one. You know, welding and composite material were one that, unfortunately, my staff member who typically runs that is graduated from college now. And so that's one that we couldn't offer during camp this summer, but it's always a super popular set of badges. So we're looking to offer that in the spring as well. And then Spring Aquatics Camp will be, you know, the week after Easter there during the Long Beach Unified Spring Break. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming soon too.
Yep, these are great opportunities for merit badges. They're great opportunities to get out, great opportunities to meet some new friends.
Absolutely, Eric. Thank you. Keep in mind, you know, the Sea Base is open year-round from a unit level perspective. We've got the 3-hour paddle craft. Come out and do kayaking or canoeing for 3 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday, $150. It ends up being, you know, about $10 a person. So it's a great opportunity. Again, we've got such great weather around here. You may not be able to get in the water because it's 60 degrees in the water, but you can definitely go on top of it. So.
That sounds
Come
good.
see me. I'm tired of being lonely. Oh, there's a lot of activity down here. Don't worry, I'm definitely not lonely.
There is.
Last weekend we had 120 people down here. It was fun.
It was. Okay, summer camp. Summer camp. We are accepting deposits. Michael, are you on the line?
I'm here,
right.
and thank you. I know we're talking about winter, and so summer might be the furthest thing from your mind, but trust me, it's going to be here soon. And it's time to start thinking. It feels like summer today. Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's time to start thinking and planning for summer. Again, we have an exciting program planned. We expect a lot more people. This is a lot more scouts. This is a great chance when you can get your troops deposit in. You can make sure you can get the campsite that you want. In addition to the regular program, we're in the process of developing an expanded a Wrangler program, also a frontiersman, mountain man rendezvous type activity, as well as developing a some type of a STEM lab. Remember, we're one of the only camps in Southern California that gives you an option with dining. You can do the commissary dining. You can also do the patrol dining. Again, we are probably one of the last camps in the Western region that will offer that program there. This year, we have special pricing. We're giving a discount to, don't tell anyone else, we're giving a discount to Long Beach Area Council units. All you need to do is to go on to the council's webpage, go to summer camp. Your troop just needs a $200 deposit. You don't have to start putting down fees per boy until February 1st. So make sure you can get your troop deposit. And again, I know summer seems a long way away, but around that time, you're going to have new Webelos coming in. So even if you're a Cub Pack and you're thinking summer camp, it's the Scouts BSA thing, your second year Webelos, when they bridge, we want to make sure they've got a summer experience, so that as soon as they join a troop, they can hit the ground running, they can go up to summer camp, as opposed to, okay, I'm in a scout troop, I guess I'll have to wait till next summer. So it's not too early, not only for the Scouts BSA units, but especially our Cub units, to start getting their Webelos 2 ready for the summer program. And I think that's it, although I'll be around here afterwards to answer any questions.
Sounds great. All right. Do you like that option for the cooking? Excellent. guess what? We've got something new coming at you here. Bob Colley's going to tell us about a Webelos style Camporee.
Hey everybody, Bob Colley. Good to see you all this evening. Trip 65's Outdoors Chair came up with this, trying something that we haven't really done. And actually, in my memory, they have a dedicated camporee just for Webelos. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. You'll be finding out more about it, but it is January 7th through 9th. Be at El Dorado Park, so it will be close to home. Webelos Scouts will be $25, adults $15. Goes up after December 19th. We're going to break the Webelos up into groups. Even if, say, one Webelo from a pack comes, that's okay. You'll be put into another group. It'll be just like a real scout camporee. We'll be kind of participating in games for prizes and that kind of thing. Price includes the campground, all the food and prizes. There is an additional $8 fee per car to park, of course. I guess there's some drop-off options, but actually Webelos not so much. Any questions on that, put it in the chat, and you'll be getting more information in Mark's weekly emails and also next roundtable. So I hope you all come out. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Sounds good. Will the registration be on our website, or will it be through?
That part we're still figuring out, Eric. I'm hoping by next week we have it figured out. It won't be through the council website. We will have an easy way to register, however. Something like Eventbrite.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry, but good question.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, great. Okay, our renewals are coming up. Mark, can you tell us about rechartering?
I can, yeah. Thanks, Eric. Last month we were really fortunate to have Sandy walk us through the process. Sandy's not on the call tonight because not much has changed. So last month she went through all the information that we have, and that's really the trick, is that information is slow coming out about our new system. So what we know is that the system that you renew your units is going to be completely different from previous years. Okay. There is going to be a new platform, and the platform did open last month. So that is the good news. 58 units are due to renew in December. So that's going to be the majority of you on this call. Very few have long-term through next year. The vast majority of everybody on this call is going to be renewing their membership for 2022 in the next couple of weeks. 20 of those units have begun the process, but 38 have not. So if you're not sure, if you take away anything from this slide, just check with your unit leader, whoever it is, your committee chair, and be sure that at least somebody from your unit has begun the renewal process. The only 3 people who can access the system, unless you're given the keys, so to speak, from these people, are the committee chair, your unit leader, or the charter rep. So again, if you're not one of those 3, you can request them give you permission, but those are the 3 people that you're going to want to check with. We do have the website there listed to log in. It's advancements.scouting.org/login. So advancements.scouting.org, and you use your my.scouting credentials. So the login that you use to take youth protection, the same login that you're used to for anything else, will get you into that portal. And there is another website there listed for questions and video tutorials and whatnot. As always, Sandy is the person to go to. She's the person who reviews all of the paperwork that you submit to the Scout office. She's available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 by email, very quick response times, as well as in person. So if you happen to stop by the Scout shop, you need to pick up a uniform or advancements, badges and whatnot, and you have a question about renewing for 2022, please feel free to ask Sandy while you're at the office. So with that said, that's the renewal information.
Mark, I can add a couple of things to this, just a couple of tips. Number 1, it is accessible through Scoutbook. So if you go to Scoutbook in your main dashboard, there is an internet renewal feature that will redirect you. Secondly, in order to do a key 3 delegate, you actually have to go into your my.scouting, and it's got to be one of the key 3. And they can go in and under organization manager, nominate somebody on their roster. They can't do somebody who's not on their roster, but they can upgrade them to a key 3 delegate. So if you're a scoutmaster or a cub master, you have that ability. You can't set it as a chartered rep, but you can definitely set them as a key 3 delegate. Then it will take about 24 hours for the system to renew, and then it will update, and then you'll have that ability to go in there into Scout Book and do the internet rechartering. The reason why I know this is because, number one, I had to do my own PAC 500, and then I've been helping all the Sea Scouts. So I've gotten pretty good at this. So if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to help answer them as well.
Excellent.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for that.
All right, let's get the word out. And we're also recruiting at the same time. If you recruit now, you can add them into the rechartering. So, Victor, what
Yes.
have we got available to us that we can use for recruiting?
So, we're excited that we're still recruiting. It's going to be a year-long process to be able to get our numbers back up to the normal levels prior to COVID. But we're sending out information constantly. So we have e-flyers available where we can put out information and distribute it out through Peach Jar, which is the Long Beach School District system. Bellflower School District has a different system. They actually allow us to do, I believe, both e-flyer and traditional flyer. So we have regular flyers available as well. But again, this is it's going to be a year-long process where we're going to be sending out information constantly, and we're constantly getting people that are interested in getting signed up and joining their kids back into scouting. And so we're passing on, Rose and myself, passing on those referrals to the units, having the units follow up with them and engage these new potential families to come in and participate. And it's a slow process, but it's constant. It's, we're constantly getting these leads. What we're asking the leadership is to just be able to engage the units engage the new families into their units and give the information available and have them join. There are salespeople out there. And so get them to sign up for scouting, and we can get our numbers back to the levels that we were. And again, with more kids, you have more parents participating, more volunteers, and it sort of continues to flow into the system that we have and how we run scouting. The other one is geofencing, is through Facebook. We are actually Nextdoor as well. Some volunteers use Nextdoor, where we actually send out information to a geographic area. We'll send out information regarding an upcoming activity or event or a school night, a join night, and we'll geofence it within a 2 to 3 mile radius within the area. Send it out maybe 2 to 3 days beforehand, and hit specific families that are that are looking for these types of activities, whether it's outdoor, whether it's youth programs. So this is working really well. Again, we get constant leads coming back from people interested in joining scouting, and that works out a lot for us. We still have our traditional format of putting out information, flyers, yard signs. We have banners, we have bookmarks that the scouts can share with their friends at school. Banners. Thank you to all those parents and families who have taken yard signs and putting them out in front of your yards. Thank you for doing that. It gets the word out. It lets people know that scouting is relevant, that we're out here, and that we're alive, we're kicking, and we want the kids to join. So we have all this material. Makes it easy for us to get the word out, and again, help us recruit kids, help us bring them in. And one last thing that I did want to point out, help us also make sure that they're registered, because we do want to make sure that these youth that are coming into the program get registered. Don't hold on to the applications too long, because if the youth is not registered, they're not covered under our insurance, and they're not, and can't earn advancement, especially if they're going into the Boy Scout system, Scouts BSA system. So, so please make sure that you register the scouts as they're coming in, and it'll protect them in various different ways.
Yeah, we got to follow through on those.
Yeah,
those
and one way you could definitely help us, and Rosa and I are sending out information, is just share your roster with us so we could do a roster check. That will easily identify if there are any youth that are not on there that are participating in your program. And sometimes, you know, somebody may have thought that they did register someone and they weren't registered. So that's an easy way. So share your roster. If you could email the roster to Rosa or myself or Mark or John, whoever is on the staff that you'd like to email your roster to, we would gladly take it, do the audit on it, and get back to you and let you know if there are youth missing from the roster that need to be registered. And that's very helpful to us.
Got it. Excellent. Okay. Popcorn.
Popcorn is close to being completely wrapped up. I know the turn-in date for your funding, or for actually paying for the popcorn, is December 2nd. And right now we're actually going to be passing out popcorn tomorrow to those units who have chocolate, specifically chocolate that they ordered through their take order forms. So we'll be passing out that popcorn out tomorrow. And congratulations to the 6 popcorn sellers to date, the highest that we have. Each one of these youth has sold over $1,400 in popcorn, and Josh is the top seller here, has sold over $3,200 in popcorn. So we have Josh G from Troop 247, Caleb H, Pack 21, Santos O from Troop 613, Adam from Pack 208, Jonathan Pack 208, and Daniel Pack 208. So congratulations to these boys. Looks like it's all boys, yes. Congratulations to these boys for having done a fantastic job in selling. And we encourage everybody to participate and try to do the best they can. Remember that you can continue to sell online sales all the way through December 31st. You're still earning credit, and you're still earning credit towards the gift cards, and you're still earning commission throughout that time period.
Excellent. I see a troop scout in there too, so good for troops as well. Some people think it's only a Cub Scouting thing, but no, you can sell popcorn as a troop, and that money can go towards your scouting adventures.
Yes.
Okay, Michael Devine, we got a lot of training coming up.
We have a heck of a lot of training coming up. It has been a year and a half since we've been able to put the outing in training. And as of last month, we are back. We have done ILOS Baloo up at Camp Takowitz. It was an amazing experience. We were able to do flag retirement. We were able to do training on things like orienting and ropes and lashes, and really get out there and do it. We just did a leader-specific live and in person this last Sunday at Sea Base. And if you have not been to the training council, to our Long Beach Council's training website or page, you will suddenly see in the last few weeks that we have filled up live trainings all the way to next October, and we're not done. So let me really quickly, in about 60 seconds, run what we actually have put just since probably the last time you guys did a roundtable. So as it says here, so we have 2 online trainings. We're still doing them online. December 7th, we'll be doing merit badge counselor training. That's the orientation. That's the last one we'll be doing this year. So if you want to be a merit badge counselor in the beginning of 2022, you need to sign up for the December 7th training. We will have one of the only 3 times a year we do live youth protection online. It will be December 8th at 6 p.m. We'll be doing it again at the end of January, and then not till the middle of the summer. So if you don't want to take youth protection online, and we will recommend you take it online, because then you can do it over several nights. But if you want to do it live with us, it's 3.5 hours. December 8th is the last time this year we're going to offer it. And wow, you guys asked for it. You demanded it. We actually became frightened in the training department if we didn't deliver it. So we have put Den Chief training online. I mean, not online, live, February 6th, 8 a.m. to noon. We say 6 participants, but honestly, we've already gotten responses that tell us we'll probably have over 20 scouts getting involved in this training. Location will be coming up shortly. Sign up will be coming up shortly. It is the first time we've been able to offer it in over a year and a half. Going into next year,
Mhm.
someone named Eric Zandevliet is going to be conducting Trainer's Edge, which is advanced training in February of 2022. We have Leader Specific coming again. It says
Mhm.
date coming soon. I can already tell you it's going to be April 24th. By tomorrow, hopefully the online information will be updated. That's going to be at Seabase. Next October 9th and October 10th, we're going to be doing ILOS Blue again at beautiful Camp Tockwitz. And for the first time in 3 years, we are offering NYLT as Long Beach Area Council. We have NYLT,
Woohoo!
all those scouts, 13 and over, first class and over, who want to get advanced leadership training. You can see the dates on the council website. It's June 17 through 19 and June 24 through 26. One of our best scouters and Eagle Scout, John McGlynn, is conducting that course. And as it happens every 3 years, Wood Badge is coming to the Long Beach Area Council. We're going to be conducting that September 16th through the 18th and October 15th through the 16th. You will be able to see more information on all of those by clicking on the contact pages. And just one last thing in training, especially for all of you Cub Masters and Scout Masters and committee chairs out there, in looking at the training information for our council, the number one reason that previously trained leaders are no longer considered trained by the BSA is that since 2019, hazardous weather training is required to be renewed every 2 years. If you let it lapse, you will no longer be a trained leader. You have to go online, you have to take the course, and you have to get renewed. It is required if you are going to go on an outing, whether it is a venturing crew, whether it is a BSA troop, or whether it is a pack. Your leaders who go on outdoor activities must be current in hazardous weather training. And with that, and the last breath of my lungs, I turn it back to you, Eric.
Hey, Michael,
Thank you, Michael.
there was a question about, is youth protection training going to be offered on December 8th?
Yes. Yes, youth protection training is going to be offered on December 8th at 6 p.m. The only thing I said was it is 3.5 hours. You have to attend all 3.5 hours. If you do it online instead, you can break, it's about 24 small parts. You can break it up over several nights if you wish. But if you don't, and you want to get it done, we'll see you on the 8th.
Yeah. So specifically, the question was saying, I think it was their youth protection expires in November. Can you still take it on December 8th?
Well, if you haven't renewed it so if you let your youth protection lapse, you're no longer considered essentially registered in scouting until it's renewed. So if you get to December 8th and you still don't have it renewed, I would strongly suggest you take it December 8th. As everyone will tell you, you cannot be rechartered if you don't have a current YPT. So
right, any of those
Michael?
you're not considered.
Yes,
Michael, there's a question in the chat room about who hazardous weather training pertains to exactly. It was a Cub Scout question.
Well, so hazardous weather training is an online training. It's in about 10 parts, and it covers a wide variety of weather conditions, including lightning, heavy rains, hurricane conditions, I believe earthquakes. There are 10 different pieces of hazardous weather that are addressed, and why not only is it required, but it's incredibly important to those of us in Southern California, because we seldomly experience some of these extreme weather conditions. And yet when we go up into the mountains with our youth and our adults, suddenly it's raining, or there's a thunderstorm, or there is a condition that we have to suddenly take cover and protection from. A lot of us in Southern California aren't used to that. And that's why this training is incredibly helpful, because it lets you know what to do in those extreme conditions.
So
And
Michael,
does that apply to both Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA, Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA leaders?
All direct contact leaders who are going to be involved in
There you
outdoor activity, whether they are venturing or troop or pack, must be current in hazardous weather training. Again, it only lasts for 2 years and you have to take it again.
So Dan leaders, that does include you.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent.
But my voice is hoarse.
All
now.
right, everybody, we finished.
Okay.
We finished off with a bang with all of our training. We always want trained leaders for our scouts. They deserve it. I'd like to open up the floor for a couple of minutes here. We've got a little bit before 8 o'clock. We always try to keep it to an hour. Any extra questions that you might have, you can raise your hand or you can put it into the chat. Got plenty of activity going on now. We're really stoking up the fires, getting back to normalcy here. I did see a question in the chat for those that might not be able to view it. That was asking about if there was a cost for peach jar. There is a charge for peach jar. The quote here was about $25 per school that you want flyers to go out to through the school, and it can be paid for a variety of ways.
Can I bring up a topic, Eric, real briefly?
Okay.
And I'll try and make it comedic, and I'll try and make it 4 minutes. So everybody, I'm
gonna entertaining, okay?
I am, because I'm going to be rich. I'm so happy. I've got a prince from Nigeria that wants to share $15 million with me. I've got the finance minister from Afghanistan, another $15 million. And when all this money comes in, I know what I'm going to do with the money. I'm going to buy one of those new car warranties that keep coming up on my cell phone. And with that, I know we all kind of are tending now to block emails and to block cell phone calls. And even our chartered organization rep at Troop 65, you'd have to text him now before he answers his phone. And I've known him for 25 years. So I know we're all beginning to protect ourselves more because we're getting these annoying calls and messages. And I just wanted to bring up to everybody while I have a moment, volunteers at the council and district level, sometimes we have to reach out to everybody in the council for an event, say a Camporee or what have you, scouting for food. It could be any good reasons, not reasons just to bother you, but usually if somebody from the council or district as a volunteer is calling you, there's probably a good reason. And it's hard to reach everybody sometimes. You don't take the calls, you don't recognize the phone number. For example, I've had my phone number since 1984 when I lived in Lakewood, but yet it comes up as Gardena. And if I called Eric, you probably wouldn't answer it because you wouldn't know it was me. So I would like to ask, as we go into next year and we become busy again, and especially as we try and rebuild our program, maybe we can try and be more open to taking phone calls and just take that extra risk. To answer an unknown call, because it might be a Cub Scout family calling to try and register. That's kind of my concern, is to get registration back up. And I just want everybody to think about, is it going to be hard to get through to you if you're a leader and you're trying to register Cubs? Are their families going to be able to reach you? Try and make it easy for these folks to register. I guess that's my message for tonight.
Yeah, everybody has a preferred way of communication, and once you find that preferred way, it does help. So I would definitely, as scout leaders, reach out to those parents to find out which method is the best for them. It may mean also that you have to put out this information out on a couple of different formats. And vice versa, I would encourage those that are making these phone calls or making these texts to leave that message on a voicemail so that they understand, or they can hear it later on. Maybe they couldn't make it answer it right away, or maybe they didn't know exactly what you said, Bob. They didn't know who that telephone number was coming from. So don't just leave the phone. Don't leave the phone call without leaving the message too.
Communications is important. Two-way street.
It is a two-way street. Excellent. Okay, everyone, I would like to ask for your help, everyone on this call, and to encourage 2 people next time to attend the roundtable. It's not hard. We don't have to travel to our roundtables anymore. We can do it via Zoom. You can do it in your car. It can go. You can attend anywhere, even if you're overseas. So please encourage your fellow scout leaders to attend Roundtable. The more people that are on, the more information we can get around. Just like what you were mentioning, Bob, tonight, there will be other people that are on the phone on the Roundtable, and they can offer their tidbits as well. Okay, everyone. With that, I will bid you adieu. Offer you a great last part of your Veterans Day and a happy Thanksgiving until we meet on the other side of it again for second Thursday of the month.